Today we're going to add another one and the third one to that. And with that, let me give you a little bit of data on how payment ecosystem is in India. So this is India. This is India data. The 26 billion payments that happened last year, and interestingly, this number is 35% year-on-year up. So when we say the digital payments have grown or not, or those numbers, these are 26 billion. This includes card payment, mobile payment, and internet payments, because it includes NEFT, RTGS. So this is everything including payments here. And of these 26 billion, 15 billion are the total payments that merchants or businesses received. So if a manufacturing service made a payment to a supplier, it is included in this. If a shop received the payment, it is included in this. So 15 billion payments happened, which are for merchants or businesses. Interesting number in this is actually the subset of this number, which is 9 billion, which is the number that I have on the bottom, where we are trying to say that 9 billion are the mobile payments of the merchant. Now, mobile payment stands for scan QR or NEFT, basically everything that is scan QR led payments. So Paytm addresses the business model where you have a Paytm app, which is used to pay by scanning. So this is the universe we define as our universe, where other services are offered by our bank or other segments of businesses. So 54% is a share of merchant transactions, and this is how the Paytm versus the market is, by the way. So the 9 billion payments that happened in the country in last year, split between the wallet, UPI, credit card, debit cards. These are sort of mobile payments or digital payments, if you could look at that. Paytm is 5 billion of that, so little around 55%, if you will. So more than majority market share or mobile payments in the country is with Paytm. The reason that you can very well see is that we have these all instruments, debit card, credit card, UPI and wallet, all of theirs majority is Paytm instruments. So Paytm is largest wallet, largest UPI, largest credit card, largest debit card, payment processor for merchant and issuer for merchant, both. Which means that there are more payments done by consumers using Paytm app than any other app, and which also means that the more number of UPI payments to the merchant are done by Paytm app than any other app. And similarly, more numbers of merchants accept payment using Paytm, because this is very interestingly a merchant business, which is, let's come back on that. This is user growth. So India, 1+ billion people. I'm just adding 1+ because we are any which ways after a certain point from a digital savvy become restricted to even obligation of inclusion, meaning the grants and everything else has to be given. So total addressable market as Paytm we believe is about 500 million customers in India. Of this, there are right now not more than 210 million. So we think that it is not more than 210, which includes the customers who would have done COD also, by the way. So this is the universe that we defined based on last year's numbers by different reports and the growth in different categories. So this is our projection on unique users. Actually, the RBI data is about 20 billion becoming 2 billion, becoming 2.7 billion. This growth of 35%. And then the user data, we've taken it from different reports of different app systems that exist to track the number of customers. So we believe that if the growth was in this growth 35%, the unique user would have not grown more than 30%. So this is our math behind the scene is. We believe that this country had about 200 million people who would have done any kind of payment transaction. And to do that, we look at our customers. So last year, in 12 calendar months, we had 150 million users who transacted using Paytm, which is meaning that we account for more than 70% of transacting customers in India used Paytm. And now we are fighting with everything, as you can understand, that transacting customers included card payment also, so which we obviously are not issuer of card, so there is a fancy large number that is left any which ways. So this is our market share of our math of total number of users. Now, I'm sure all of us see different numbers in business where the number of users, number of transactions, and dollar transaction GTV, if you will. We believe that this is the age of inclusion first. This is the age of active customers, active merchant first. So the most important KPI actually for Paytm is this graph that you see on the right side, that how many customers who pay are paying using Paytm. And now Paytm stands for a payment app, not just a wallet, but wallet, UPI, card, net banking, everything combined. So this is what our market share definition is. If a customer is using some other app because some other app is driving incentive, which we also drive incentive, we're fine with it till the time he's our app also, an active customer on us also. Because we can give incentives on the day later. Today is somebody else's day, after tomorrow can be again our day, and so on and so forth. So this becomes our art. We always felt very, this chart on the right you must have seen in some blogs where Paytm is shown as 6.96% collection. Paytm market share is shown as less as 6%. Now this is the chart which incidentally is of a company which does that many number of transactions. So Paytm actually is, if you notice, literally not 10 times, but 15 times, 16 times bigger, so 1600% bigger than this company's total transaction. And we have not even integrated Paytm there. So this is the real graph that we like to show you, the number of payment gateway transactions. And payment gateway is an online payment gateway. This is where the merchants like, imagine Zomato, Swiggy, or so on and so forth. This is not the transactions that happen on Paytm app. So this is a transaction that happen only on third-party apps incidentally. So this is an interesting number that we see. Now, Paytm holy grail of payment in any country, because this is where the economy moves. Still significant economy will continuously remain in offline world inevitably. What we've done here is that there are, we took a leapfrog in the year 2015 end. Paytm's offline business started in the year 2015, by the way. And I still remember 2016 beginning in Bombay, we had these auto rickshaws that were accepting QR code payment using Paytm, and we'll get social media posts for that. So journey started way back in 2015, and I'm sure you remember that the challenge for QR code was that it requires customers to commit to a phone app instead of typically a card, which was the payment option otherwise an offline merchant had. Offline merchants only had POS machine to give or have payment to the card to take, but here we gave them an instrument where customers could again scan the app. This journey has been incredibly fulfilling for us. 2016 we saw 3 million merchants, if you want to know this, 2016, and 2015 because we started with a little less than 1 million merchants, and that now is 15 million. I give you a little bit of reference to this number. If you see the card, the UPI, the wallet, these are three things that we use the payments from. So card network was the default, and we probably have about 2 million merchants and not more than 4 million devices that are active in the market. So 2 million merchants versus 15 million merchants. In this 15 million, Paytm in the last 12 calendar month have had as high as 10 million active merchants, meaning they received payment monthly. Huge, incredible large number there. And these are spread across 700 districts. Incidentally, this country has 700 districts, by the way. So every district has one Paytm merchant at least. And I'm sure you know this, that we offer our QR code of the wallet at free, while we as Paytm absorb the cost of you to add money to the wallet. Because when you add money to the wallet, we are treated as an e-commerce merchant, meaning we will, as Paytm, will pay the MDR, the fee for debit card, the UPI, or credit card. All this cost is us. So we gave free wallet acceptance to the small merchants up to 50,000 rupees. And that 50,000 rupees free that we gave to the merchants gave us an opportunity to give them 500 crore rupees of saving last year. So large saving out there. Incidentally, the best thing that I like about Paytm product is that consumers understand, and consumer understand how does it work, and merchant understand how does it work. So that got trained over the period. So there is a network effect out there. So that's why we believe that 15 million is the